as part of the week-long festivities marking the grand coronation of Chief Rashidi Adewolu Ladoja as the Olubadan of Ibadan land. The first Olubadan coronation lecture took center stage on Wednesday, September 24th, 2025, at the International Conference Center of the University of Ibadan. The lecture, with the theme Ibadan in History, Issues in Tradition and Modernity, marked the third day of the celebrations and drew an eminent gathering of royal fathers, erudite scholars, seasoned administrators, and captains of industry, alongside many other distinguished dignitaries. The highlight of the day was the captivating lecture delivered by the renowned historian, Professor Toyin Falola, who dissected the theme with depth and brilliance. In his presentation, he traced the historical trajectory of Ibadan, exploring its evolution from pre-colonial times through the colonial era and into its place of contemporary Nigeria.
It has grown remarkably and is going to continue to grow. When my mother was alive, my grandmother, she said, "Are you not going to build a house?" I said, "The houses are too many. Why should I build another one?" So he said, "Stop talking like that. It is after you've built your own house, you begin to complain." After you built your own house, I want to let it for you. And you can now build your own. And the city is a teacher. It's a teacher in various ways. It will teach you ideas on the street. It will abuse you when you mess up. It will praise you when you do well. And it's a big city.
He highlighted Ibadan's pivotal achievements in economy, governance, civilization, and security, describing the city as not only the educational capital of Nigeria, but also a force of influence in the global economy and modernization.
So there was a big achievement of economic development, rapid economic development in the 19th century. Merging palm oil, palm kernel production to the Atlantic economy, in which the products produced here reached the Americas and Europe. And you may not know the history of cocoa, that cocoa plantation started in part of Ibadan. And this place, which what we now call Agege, became the leading cocoa production center. So we celebrate the political achievements, which is good, but we have to celebrate the cultural, the economic, and the religious. And if you read those history, indeed you will be so proud of this city. You'll be so proud of this city.
Professor Falola further reflected on the role of the Olubadan with specific reference to Oba Rashidi Ladoja, outlining the responsibilities and expectations that accompany the revered throne.
Ibadan was not just a city in the 19th century. It transformed itself into an empire. So, Mama, where that was mentioned a moment ago, was the first to study this empire. It was bigger than Oyo Alaafin Atiba. It was much bigger. It was much bigger than the cluster of Ekiti states and much bigger than the clusters of Ijesha states. It was an empire. It's not a town. It wasn't a town, it was an empire, with the power stretching to areas you now call Ondo State. That power extended there, stretching much further into parts of what we call Edo State. And its sheer boundaries with some other greater states. So don't call Ibadan in the 19th century a town. It's not. It was an empire.
A special moment during the event was the recognition bestowed upon Professor Falola by the Central Council of Ibadan Indigenes, CCI, which honored him as the most patriotic indigene of Ibadan. A gesture that underscored his immense contributions to scholarship and the promotion of Ibadan heritage. The evening came to a graceful close with a warm and appreciative vote of thanks delivered by Professor Akin Alao, leaving the audience inspired and deeply connected to the rich traditions and modern aspirations of Ibadan land.